So I'm recording this in 2021, and this past June, we introduced a new holiday, right? Juneteenth. I recognize that that day has significance to a lot of people, right? It's an important anniversary of a historical event, right? What I don't recognize is why that needs to be associated with taking a day off work, right? Work can be very rewarding, right? When I have a big anniversary, I almost never take, for example, my birthday off of work, or my anniversary of going on my first date, or my anniversary of my first time being happily single. I celebrate those days. I don't feel like I need to go out and celebrate because hopefully I have a very rewarding job where I could celebrate right there and then, right? And I see Juneteenth, I see the 4th of July, I see Labor Day, I see Christmas. It's just like that, right? Now, what would really be a nice day to have off is when I actually need to go out to celebrate something, right? So this November, we have a lunar eclipse. And I've been campaigning for every lunar eclipse to be a national holiday for as long as I've been viewing it, really. So they happen about 2 or 3 times a year. Actually, I think not that often. If it needs to be visible where you're located, it's probably more like 1 or 2 times a year. And every so often we have a solar eclipse, right? Not very often compared to lunar eclipses because it's a very narrow area where you're going to see it. And I think every time 2 planets come into conjunction, we ought to have a holiday for that day. And so, because I want people to appreciate our home, right? The Earth. I think if people recognize that we're not that big out there, I think a lot of arrogance would go away, right? A lot of right now as I'm speaking, the environment is a big problem. I think because people think that when they pollute, it dilutes across, the world, and they forget the world is not the whole universe, right? I think if we allowed ourselves to go out there and view things, but you actually do want a day off so that you're not going to work exhausted the next day, right? For the 4th of July, so what if you have to do rewarding work on America's birthday, right? I can never understand why we get those days off, right? I guess it is nice to have Christmas and New Year's Day off because it's really cold during that time, right? And very dark, right? Although, here in the Northern Hemisphere, the darkest day is December 21st, right? So okay, a few days off around that neighborhood, not the end of the world. But even then, if it's going to be dark and cold and not very conducive to outdoor activity, why not work, right? I just feel it's a waste of a day off, especially when it's something there's nothing to see, right? So anyways, extraterrestrial lives matter, right? ELM. If we got to view the night sky a little bit more, we might be a little bit more appreciating that we're not alone, right? And plus, we have plenty of resources to share with extraterrestrials, right? We produce so much food. We could invite 2 billion aliens to live on Earth and have enough to feed everybody. And actually, we humans would fare a whole lot better because we would stop eating so much, right? And they'd fare a whole lot better too, right? Assuming we invited people over who were actually from a planet that was actually starving, right? Not that created artificial starvation, right? But people who actually didn't have enough to eat, right? Thanks for watching.